And this is Emily. And this is Crash Course World History.
Today's topic is on Hinduism and Buddhism. This here is an example of many scriptures sacred to Hinduism and philosophical to Buddhism.
It's a literary language used in India for religious texts. Sanskrit has continued to be widely used as a ceremonial language in Hindu religious rituals and Buddhist practice.
Hinduism, or Sanatana Dharma, as used by Hindus, was the very first religion and is the third largest religion now.
But wait, isn't Hinduism made out of many different religions?
That's right! Hinduism is not one single religion. It's made out of a combination of many.
This includes Vaishnavism, Shaivism, and Shaktism.
This mostly polytheistic religion originated in 2000 BCE in India, but it doesn't have one single historical figure that founded it.
So wait, there wasn't like a Jesus or a Confucius for Hinduism?
Nope, not for this one. There are three religious forms in Hinduism, which are polytheism, monism, and monotheism, all at the same time.
Some beliefs are everyone should strive to reach Dharma, or the universal principle of law, order, harmony, and truth. Should always tell the truth. Don't tell lies, kids.
Reincarnation, the rebirth of a soul in a new body.
Whoa, Emily, what happened?
It's when you put it. It's hard.
Wow. Does that mean you reached reincarnation already?
You have to be good, kid.
You'll turn into a man.
I just haven't seen
For the individual soul to achieve mashka, the liberation from reincarnation by following the path of knowledge, the path of meditation, the path of devotion, and or the path of good works.
And lastly, everyone's favorite, karma. This is the impact of present-day actions on further lives.
Also, all Hindus follow the caste system, a system of social stratification. At the top of the caste system are the gods. Then go the Brahmin, that of which contain priesthood and academics. Kshatriya, which contain warriors and kings. Vaishya, which contains merchants and landowners. And Sudra, which contains commoners, peasants, and servants. The lowest level of the caste system, however, are the untouchables, which are the outcasts of the caste system. I'm not an untouchable. I am a god.
Sorry. A couple of Hindu practices are meditation, the worship of the
Devas, or gods.
Sometimes subsisting a vegetarian diet,
Take your fruits and vegetables.
and animal sacrifices, and offerings made to satisfy the gods and maintain order.
The sacred language of Hinduism is Sanskrit, in which the Vedas, the earliest sacred Hindu scriptures, were written. In these Vedas, a deva represents a benevolent supernatural being. Some Hindus worship many devas and some only a few.
There are 4 collections of Vedic poetry, and each of these collections has 4 subdivisions. The Samhitas, the ritual texts, 4 treatises, and Upanishads, which are philosophical texts. Only Vedas are called Shruti, or that which is heard. Other sacred texts are called Smriti, or that which is remembered. This is because Shruti is direct experience, and Smriti is a recollection of that experience.
Hinduism spread to Southeast Asia and other parts of the world like East Africa through strong trading links that existed. It also spread through the travels of merchants to other countries, the result of Hindu kings conquering non-Hindu lands as a result of colonization and globalization, and in modern day as a result of Westerners adopting and converting to Hindu practices and beliefs.
As mentioned before, Hinduism is not a single religion, but the practice of a
Variety.
of different religious groups from India. It accommodates diversity as well as acknowledgement of the different conditions and types of humanity, yet still maintains an overall structure.
Open letter time! Oh, wow! Look! Look! It's the Nirvana CD!
Me too!
Wow! How about you, Emily?
Oh yes, definitely. Although nobody in the band was really Buddhist, and just named themselves Nirvana for a more peaceful sounding alternative band. The rear is still pretty good.
Good. I wonder how many bands randomly name themselves, like, their name not having any meaning at all.
If I were to have a band, not that I don't have one, but I think I'd name it something like Dialect.
Dialect?
Yeah, Dialect.
What does dialect stand for?
It's strong. No, you don't need to know. It's okay. It's okay. It's Dialect.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Thank you, Mr. Buddha, for indirectly influencing these wonderful people with your teachings.
Yeah.
Best wishes, us. Now moving on to Buddhism. Woo!
These are ancient Buddhist scriptures called the sutras. They contain the teachings of the Buddha from the moment he reached nirvana to his death. Not that nirvana. The other nirvana.
Let me go get it.
You can't, but you can't get that nirvana. Anyway, at first these scriptures were passed down orally, but after the 1st century, they began to be written down.
The man that started Buddhism was Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha.
About 2,500 years ago, a Hindu prince living in the caste system in South Asia called Siddhartha Gautama started to question his life in his rich home.
He left his home one day and saw 4 sights: a sick man, an old man, a dead man, and a monk. These 4 sights helped Siddhartha realize his role and begin his path to enlightenment, or nirvana. The sights are said to have shown him that even a prince cannot escape illness, suffering, and death. The sights of the monk told Siddhartha to leave his life as a prince and become a wandering holy man, seeking the answer to questions such as,
Why must people suffer? What is the cause of suffering?
who am I?
Why do I suffer? Where am I going?
What is my purpose?
What does it mean to be a human being? What is faith? Is there a personal God? How can I experience awakening? What happens after death? So many.
Indeed, there were many questions. Siddhartha spent years doing many religious practices such as praying, meditating, and fasting until he finally understood the basic truth of life. These basic truths are called the Four Noble Truths, which are: to live is to suffer. The cause of suffering is desire, and when desire stops, suffering ceases. And the way to stop desire is to follow the Eightfold Path, which was the right view, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right intentions, and right concentration.
This realization occurred after sitting under a polar fig tree in Bodh Gaya, India, for many days in deep meditation. He gained enlightenment, or was given the title Buddha, which means enlightened one.
In Buddhism, it was believed in reincarnation, the concept that people are reborn after dying. Some Buddhist practices include meditation, prayers, chanting, and
Vegetarianism.
vegetables.
Although the people believed in the Buddha's teachings, Buddha himself was not a god. No. He was a philosopher. There's no actual god in Buddhism. There were some people, however, that might have believed in other gods that existed, but they didn't believe that the gods played a big role in one's journey. However, these practices gradually changed as Buddhism began to spread.
After the Buddha's realization, he set out to share his experience and to teach others to follow the middle path. The Buddha was spreading his philosophy, regardless of gender or caste. This religion was spread to South Asia. When the South Asian people traded with Indian merchants, they not only trade goods, but brought their religion and culture with them as well. They were the influence and began to practice a mixture of Buddhism and Hinduism.
Wow. In the 3rd century BCE, many leaders built the expansive Mauryan Empire, and many battles were fought to extend its boundaries of control. One of the kings, Ashoka, was troubled by the effects of the conquest of humanity that he converted to Buddhism. He incorporated principles of Buddhism in his ruling. King Ashoka then promoted Buddhist expansion. He sent missionaries to the northwest of India, that's present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan, to share the teachings of the Buddha, which succeeded in converting a lot of people to Buddhism.
Different types of Buddhism developed too, like Mahayana Buddhism, Zen Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, Pure Land Buddhism, and Tantric Buddhism. It began to spread not only in India, but China,
Korea,
Japan,
and other regions along with
Hinduism.
Thank you for watching!
Best wishes, us. Now moving on to Buddhism. Woo! The sacred language of Hinduism is the sacred language. This is because the truth is that, can you wait? I'm trying to put my hand down. I'll leave my hand like up for you. And this is because, as a result of Western. As mentioned before, Hinduism is not a single religion, but the practice of a yeah. Don't be angry about it. No permitted to. No, we're not permitted to elephant. If only you would breed more than one child in 2 years. Because the open letter to karma. Why are you being such a beast? I said beast, eh? Not beast.